everyone. Today we will be briefly discussing point of information, or POIs for short, in formal debates, particularly in the British parliamentary style debate format. We're going to touch on what a POI is, how is a POI used, its significance in the debate setting. So let's get started. So what is a point of information? A point of information is a formal request made by a debater during a speech to offer a short interruption, usually in the form of a question or clarification. POIs are designated to challenge, question, or add to the argument of the speaker who has the floor. Typically, POIs are offered by the opposing team. When can a POI be offered? In debates, POI can be offered during the speeches of the opposition and government members. The rule can vary slightly depending on the format, example, British parliamentary versus other formats. But generally, POIs can be raised at any time when the speaker is speaking, except during the first and the last minute of their speech. This first and last minute is called the protected time. The speaker, however, has the discretion to accept or reject a POI. If the speaker accepts, they can briefly address the point. If they reject it, the person offering the POI must remain silent. How do you make a POI? When offering a POI, the process is typically very structured. A debater will stand, raise their hand, and wait for the speaker to acknowledge the request. And remember, it's polite and important to only offer a POI when the speaker is in the middle of their argument, not when they're presenting their opening remarks or when they're concluding. Always remember, a POI should be concise and to the point. It is not the time for long speeches, but for quick, sharp questions that challenge the speaker's position. The speaker can accept the POI, or if they do, the debater offering will have a short window, usually around 15 to 20 seconds, to ask their questions or to make their points. POIs give debaters the opportunity to directly answer questions or challenge the logic, evidence, or assumptions made by the speaker. Number 2, POIs are used to clarify points. If something isn't clear, the POI can help to clarify the speaker's position or them to explain themselves more thoroughly. POIs are used to disrupt the flow. Offering POIs strategically can disrupt a speaker's flow and create a space for opposing them to introduce new points or weaken the current argument. Number 4, to engage the audience. POIs add the dynamism of a debate and show that the debater is actively engaging with the arguments being presented, keeping the audience interested and involved. A speaker has the right to accept or reject a POI. If they reject a POI, the debater making the POI must sit down and remain silent. If they accept the POI, the speaker responds briefly, typically no longer than 20 seconds. And the debate continues. It's important for the speaker to handle the POIs carefully. If too many are rejected or handled poorly, it may come across as defensive and could weaken their position in the eyes of the judges or the audience. Always remember to use POIs strategically. The timing and delivery of POIs are also very crucial in their effectiveness. Be concise. Keep the questions or challenge brief and clear. Always remember, you're not giving a speech. You're interrupting for a moment of clarification or challenge. Be respectful. A POI should never be aggressive, dismissive, or disruptive in a negative way. Let's wrap things up. Remember, a point of information is a powerful tool in formal debates that allow debaters to engage directly with the speaker, challenging their arguments and add depth to their discussion. So please, don't be afraid to ask your POIs.